going to hit her a tap when she ducked right in under him, so he was just trying to hang on. You know, he did well to stay on her now, in fairness, and then she ran on again, so I don't know.
And whatever way it was going to pan out, it was going to be a big step up on the return at Tipperary. Did you feel she'd come on a nice bit before that?
Yeah, and like she loves the surface here, and she loves the quick surface, and you know, look, I was looking forward to getting her back going again, because she's in the Group 3 up here. So, you know, you'd be wondering, you know, is it not the right place to come to again with her? You know, get her somewhere else where she's only ridden 3 times and she's remembered being here before, you know. You know, she's not a stupid horse, so.
She'll hopefully bounce out of it, maybe see how she goes then. And Ickworth, Willie, I didn't see the race, but I gather she ran very well over there. Was she a little slowly away?
She actually did just half reared as the stalls opened, lost a length or two, and Ben gave her a lovely ride, and she hit the front about 150 yards from the line, shot to the front, but she just didn't repel the 2 Irish horses that came at her late, you know. And I'd say just a little bit of tacky ground wouldn't help her, you know. And then she had to give the 2 that beat her £3 as well for winning the listed race, so that probably all counted in the end. You know, she's very small and she's a big heart, and you know, it just showed the form is back there again. We just have to. She's a little bit fussy, and she doesn't like standing in the stalls too long.
That's it. I guess you've been frustrated maybe with her over the last couple of months that you haven't been able to maybe have a few goes with her. Is there much left for before the end of the year?
No, there's up here as well. She's in that as well, and see if she gets in. But I mean, you know, she's just barely 15 hands now, and you know, she's always going to struggle as a 3-year-old. But we'll keep going. You know, we'll see. There might be something in the all-weathers in England over the winter as well. We'll keep going with her, you know.
Fair play. It'd be nice to come away with a winner tonight after what happened earlier on. Annie Pender, I know, didn't show a great deal on handicap debut, but has been dropped a nice bit as a result. Would you give her a squeak here?
I would give her a squeak, and we're going to be nice and positive with her, because the last day she just got in behind horses and was half fly lepping. So Gary, this track will suit her, big galloping track, and I hope she runs a good race.
Fingers crossed. Have you got many to run away here for the winter now that we're back?
Yeah, we have a few here for the winter now. You know, the track seems brilliant there since they put a bit of fibre in it, and I worked a few horses here to see, they seem to like it, so we'll aim for a few horses for here, yeah.
Good to hear. Onwards and upwards. Best of luck, Willie.
Thanks, Gareth. Cheers.
Yes, indeed. Best of luck to Willie McCreary and Gary Carroll with Annie Pender in this handicap over a mile. Munajat remains the favourite, is now 7-2 for Donica and Joseph O'Brien, and what will be her debut on the all-weather. Cautious Approach is 9-2, and then it's 6-1, and bigger the remainder as we rejoin Gary and Fran at Dundalk.
Thanks, Bernard. Yes, and result standing obviously after that previous race there, won by the favourite Merit Court. Just trying to find out if there are any claims for the horse. I'm not sure whether there were, but keep you posted on that one. Turning to this first division of this mile handicap for 45 to 65 rated horses, Fran, I know Munajat was a big eye catcher at the Curragh last time. You, amongst others, liked what you saw that day. A worthy favourite here, do you think?
I think so, Gary. It's a relatively unexposed 3-year-old in that it was trained by Brian Mean, did 3 runs for him. It was bought subsequently by Joseph O'Brien. And there's been hints of promise in some of his runs, particularly that run in Limerick in June. But at the Curragh last day, really stepped it up. Stayed on very well when dropped 7 furlongs for the first time for Joseph. Stayed on really well from an unpromising position. There was a chance it was an apprentice race that day. There's a chance to might have got racing plenty early enough, but just the way she finished off in the last 2 furlongs, there was a lot to like about it. It's got stall 5 tonight. That was an 0-80 handicap. It drops into lower grade 65 today. There's a big difference in opposition, and with stall 5, I just think she's open to more improvement than a lot of these, and you know, it rates a good proposition, I would have thought.
That's our market leader then at 4-1. Just ahead of Cautious Approach, who was a winner 2 starts back at Killarney. Not disgraced subsequently at Bellewstown. Fran trying for a quick follow-up. Ran into another Killarney winner that day, dual Killarney winner, High Altitude, who made it a hat-trick. And although he was beaten the other day at Galway, I thought High Altitude ran very well for a long way. I don't know whether you saw that race or not. Would you give Cautious Approach a shout back down to 61?
I would, and especially back here, Gary. He won a maiden here last year, and you know, when he won at Killarney, he won off 57. He's only 4 pounds higher. He's ran poorly twice at Bellewstown, and his best runs are on flat tracks like Killarney and like that. And she's definitely got every chance. Drawn 14 wouldn't be ideal.
Yeah, Ronan Whelan tasked with trying to get across from the wide berth here on Cautious Approach, who, as I say, is 9-2 second favourite behind Munajat. 6 bar those. Any others to factor in? Front Footsteps at Dawn is one who's been well back through the day, into 6-1 now.
Yes, that's right, Gary, and you can see why. He's won here in the track before. He's and all of its recent runs on the all-weather in the spring, he was placed here twice second. Grass form's not as good, and he was brought down the home turn in Navan in his previous start, but best of them runs will leave him with every chance.
Okay, let's go to Jerry.
He's in now. They're off in the myhomecare.ie handicap first division over a mile. Feisty Katerina began well with Able Dealer in the top weight cautious approach, going up in between horses Munajat and Farnese is on the inside. So on settling down, Annie Pender has raced right through the field to go on and lead. Able Dealer, Munajat, the white jacket, and then Feisty Katerina with Farnese in cautious approach. Fascinating Spirit next with Footsteps at Dawn, being followed inside the 6 furlong point by Dance Alone, and then Rain or Shine and At Nap, but I like it gets reminders at the rear of the field is Olaf's Boy. Passing the 5, heading out of the back straight, and the leaders Annie Pender and Gary Carroll, with close in second place Able Dealer and Killian Leonard, 2.5 lengths back to the third running Munajat and Dundalk O'Brien. Fourth is Feisty Katerina and Joey Sheridan as they pass the halfway stage. Annie Pender and Able Dealer, little between the pair, showing a couple of lengths in front of Munajat, Feisty Katerina, and then comes Farnese and Cautious Approach, Fascinating Spirit and Footsteps at Dawn and Dance Alone and At Nap and Rain or Shine. Final couple, but I like it, and Olaf's Boy. Heading on up the straight with 2 to go. Able Dealer, Blue Sleeves on the outside of Annie Pender in the centre. Munajat the right. On the left is Footsteps at Dawn. Rain or Shine is picking up ground. Farnese is joining in with Fascinating Spirit. Many in with chances as they race to the final furlong. Farnese and Joe Doyle come to pick it up from Munajat and Dundalk O'Brien. The top weight Cautious Approach is running on for Ronan Whelan as they run towards the finish. Farnese has made it from Munajat and Cautious Approach. Fourth is Footsteps at Dawn.
A little bit of a turn up here. Farnese, I'm not sure which it is, but has won here for Dennis Hogan in the Macaulay colours change. Macaulay the owner and Joe Doyle doing the steering. Munajat, the favourite, has just come up short. Was much better place from the word go today, Fran, but can't say that I'd want to be making too many excuses for her on this occasion. I think the best horse has won. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no excuse for the favourite, Gary. I had to run the race. Dundalk O'Brien had a lovely position for the word go. Everything's opened up as you'd expect on the slip rail. He hasn't had to use her to get there, and it just became hard work when she came off the bridle. You know, I thought at this point she was going to go and find a length on her opposition, but the eventual winner, Farnese, got her quite quickly, and they had a battle for the guts of a half furlong, but the winner was well enough on top of the line, and stepped into this off the mark at 54 after 3. There's no promise in any runs really to warrant a winning today, but obviously on a better surface, and only a 3-year-old, but reasonably well bred by Oasis Dream, so it's bred for the job and at the right end of the scale.
Had the good draw to work with and got into a decent early pitch there under Joe Doyle, who then just reined back a touch there just as the race began to settle down, and Joe, who was amongst the winners at Listowel last week, just starting to really establish himself back here in Ireland again.
He is indeed. He's linked up very well with Dennis Hogan, who'll be quite local to him down in his Tipperary home, and Joe had a very good apprentice career in England, and obviously he took a bit of time out after that. Things went a bit quiet from there, but since linking up with Dennis he's had success. He won a Make a Challenge twice in Galway, I think, off the top of my head anyway, and at the Curragh, and he's ridden this horse very well. He's got a perfect pitch. If you jump out with a plan in your head, you'd always want to follow Dundalk O'Brien on the favourite, and he's got to follow him, and he hasn't had to use his filly on, or his gelding, should I say, until late on, and that was probably the difference between winning and losing, having one go to favourite.
As he told us before the race would be the case, Willie McCreary, Annie Pender was positively ridden today, made the running. Able Dealer kept her company for much of the journey, but the eye was drawn, as I say, just to the two a little bit further back, the eventual first and second, and improved effort, I think, as well, Fran, from Fascinating Spirit, who went for the inside run. That one is a well-bred sort, and she's gradually just been getting a bit better run to run, albeit at a low level, and I think maybe there is a race or two to pick up with their cautious approach runs on in the end to grab third.
Yeah, that's right. Briefly threatened Fascinating Spirit to get to the front too, but the effort Peter a little bit at the end, Gary, and I wouldn't be surprised to even drop back to 7 furlongs. Might just see her to better effect, and the way she travelled through the race today, you'd imagine this is quite a competitive handicap for the grader. Things get a bit thin out a little bit in the year. She's only had 7 runs. She's definitely open to more improvement.
Footsteps at Dawn has run well too, ultimately just missing out on a place in the frame, travelled well but just unable to get to the eventual principals, settling for 4th in the end. They've been a feature of the races so far. They've been kind of spread right across the track, Fran, haven't they? I know we have the cutaway there which lends itself to that, but you don't often see them fanning out quite as much as they have been here tonight.
No, and definitely more towards the stand side than it would have done in the past, whether people have taken a view prior to racing. Sometimes there was a theory that down the inside in Dundalk after the slip rail wasn't a place to be, but it'd be interesting to see how it develops through as the night goes on. Okay, there is our winner. Another good purchase by Connections. Farnese lands the first division of this myhomecare.ie handicap, Bernard.
Many thanks indeed, Gary. Yes, Farnese, trained by Dennis Hogan, who is really scoring goals this summer. Lots of winners under both codes. And Joe Doyle, who's returned back to Ireland, riding plenty of winners as well. Good to see. And the winner here, 33-1 on his 4th start and his first run on the all-weather, has won in the colours of James Macaulay. Munajat, the 4-1 favourite, was second, and Cautious Approach, who had also been well backed, finished in 3rd place at 9-2, and 13 ran in our 3rd race at Dundalk this evening. So from Dundalk, it's off to Ballinrobe we go. This is race number 6 on the card, and is also the first of 2 chases on the card this evening. The Eamon Sheridan Groundworks Chase, run over an extended 2 miles and 3 furlongs, and it will be no surprise to see that Ordinary World is the 1-2 favourite here. Stormy is 4-1, Cloudy Morning 8th, You Can't Catch Me is 10-1, and Ardnacarrig is